Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all some time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. Also, not gonna be on here too crazy. Still got a busy, hectic afternoon. I had to chime in with the people real quick. Little inspirational, but also a little how you would say food for thought for those who need to hear it. So it's been an interesting morning, but this is why I had to come to that. Um, First things first. Hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Monday. Oh, I lied. It's Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. My bad, y'all. Day behind, day behind. But hey, it tend to be like that sometimes when you're taking care of important business. So first things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's smoothly getting through the work day. Hopefully kids getting smoothly through the school day. For those that are out and about right now, especially out in the city, it's very beautiful outside. I would advise y'all to get outside and definitely get some great motivation, get some great walking. Hey, oh, go associate amongst the flock, basically. Enjoy the weather while you can, because I think the next few days after tomorrow might be getting back down to that chilly cold weather that we've been looking for. So, and if you need to prepare yourself, make sure you're keeping yourself an extra jacket or whatever, extra sweater or something. Appreciate everybody that tuned in Sunday for the conversation. Definitely was a great one. Definitely one I'm gonna reiterate on again because I feel what I said was true. When things like that happen within the community, especially amongst the prominent elders, nah, you know, justice needs to be served. It needs to be rectified for that person. You know, and we didn't fall too far off the topic. I feel any type of injustice or danger like that in your community, the person should be held to the fullest extent. For those that missed it, definitely catch the replay. Yeah, I got to reiterate on something I was speaking about a while back, but it needs to go back in effect because it seems like some people are just not getting that message. In order for you to have some form of prosperity within a relationship, there has to be compromises on both ends. One can't just be solely doing everything and the other one is doing nothing. Sophia, baby. James, what's going on, my guy? But this is what I'm saying. In order for some form of prosperity within that, y'all both got to compromise. You know, and again, you both got to be able to keep each other balanced. Prime example, fellas, your lady might be going through some form of stress, whether it's work related, house related, or what. Sit down and talk. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? But you got to remember that part. Yeah, I have to solely keep each other balanced during a whole duration of a relationship. Is what's going to make you get to its furthest levels, maybe even into marriage. You know, when you are vetting somebody out to try to spend time with, you need to really do the necessary research. I came across a conversation while I've been out since this morning, and some of the conversation, you trying to noise cancel out with your earbuds and stuff, and you still end up hearing stuff because these people are at a boiling point where they're unhappy, they screaming out and they spazzing out. Serious, baby. And I think that's crazy. Again, there's some things that you just remain within closed doors. Basically. There's certain things you shouldn't always be broadcasting to the world. You want to broadcast something to the world, broadcast it when the situation is over between you and that person. Oh no, can't even say that. There is no need to broadcast certain things within the streets because again, this is how other people end up getting involved or at any time along those lines. If it's not that, this is how people will start looking. Like, damn, if it's like that, I don't even want to be in no relationship. But that man was, you know, you can't go off for what everybody else is going through. You can't do that. What I do think is kind of crazy. And I'm gonna say it on both ends again. You both got to be able to compromise and be willing to do so. And some of you will say, "Yeah, I can compromise," but you ain't fully compromised. And then again, that person is unhappy. That's just like if I know my significant other gets upset with certain things that are being said, prime example. I just won't say it around them. Shit like that. Or they might not like the fact that I might be getting my little celebration on. They probably don't smoke or drink and don't like me doing it or don't like seeing me doing it. If they don't like seeing me doing it, cool. I'm just going to have the respect level and the boundary. That's it. Other than that, you'll have to remember that part. Only way y'all going to maintain happiness in that state is if you communicate. And see, again, this is another prime example of why, you know, you got to follow your gut instinct. Anytime you thinking of trying to place somebody in your life, see what it is. You're trying to place somebody in your life, but oh shoot, hold on. Almost messed up, son. My bad, y'all. Anytime you could think of try to put somebody in your life and didn't do a thorough background check on them, that becomes the makings of bad downfall in certain instances. There have been some instances where two complete strangers will meet, connect, everything would be cool. And this is what I'm saying. Be wise. You know, you could see somebody in the restaurant or whatever the case is. Hey, if it's more than just eye contact, then y'all already know what the situation is. It could be a possibility of something. Only way you'll be able to know is if you take your chance. But I would also say, in the same token, again, be cautious. You would have to be cautious. Why? Because again, you don't want to have no nutcase. Definitely don't want to have an abusive person or somebody that could again be a danger to you and the people around you. You want to be able to say, I'm putting this person in my life because I trust them. I'm putting this person in my life because they doing all right by me and has not led astray once. Most important thing. Bad, y'all. I'm enjoying this good old cranberry juice. I don't know. The weather's still kind of iffy right now, so yeah, I ain't gonna be sitting out here sweating like no dog. So, but you want to say again, you're doing something because it feels good. You feel like it's needed. If you feel like you don't want to be in any type of tie downs, the most important thing I can tell you, hey, still survey the field, still get out there on the playing field and see what it is. Not gonna get it right on one shot. You know that part. So, Harry, what's going on, my guy? The old saying, you never put all your eggs in one basket, that method applies for life as well. You never just put your all into one person. Reason why I'm saying that is because, again, if you're a prime example on the dating aspect of things, you're not going to want to be wasting all your time trying to be with somebody or trying to build something with somebody that obviously doesn't want to be with you. You know, and that'd be a waste because, again, now that's going to kind of make you think about things a little different. Well, damn, if this person did it this long, who knows what the next person might do? They'll give you self doubt. You're not supposed to have self doubt when it comes to you. Now, again, I was saying in that instance, the minute you see that it's not going anywhere past a certain level, that's when you should be making your observations, and not just observations. You need to make sure your mental clarity and your cap is clear enough because you have to think this thing through. Making sure that if you feel this is ain't, it's not going to be what you want it to be, or something that you really seeking and desiring, then hey, gotta get up and move, restart the process. You can't give too much to somebody if you ain't even sure it is going to be that type of union. Because guess what? You will sit here and waste all your time just to come to find out it wasn't even worth it in the first place. You could have probably had multiple blessings and opportunities that would have been in your face. Hey, you know, that's why you can't be blind to things. You know, the minute that you see it's not progressing, y'all both are not growing, you're constantly arguing, prime example, things along those natures. Uh, that's when you should make your assessments right there, and not so much as assumptions. No, you make your assessments, carefully observe what you need to observe, and when it's time to let loose, you let loose like you're supposed to. Let it go. Cool gamer, what's going on? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Cranberry juice, good like a month. My bad, y'all. It been kind of humid today. That's why I'm saying, but I know it's supposed to drop in temperature tonight, so I think I'm good for now. I don't think I've been drinking no cranberry juice as cold as it is, and no cold weather. We ain't doing that. But again, hopefully for some of y'all that are out in the city, make sure you're getting yourselves out. That good old walk, that good old inspiration. Travel outside your blocks and outside your hoods. But yeah, once you get to that point right there, it is time for you to decide what you want to do and how you want to carefully execute. Because if you're with somebody, prime example, and it's not giving you no real substance, no growth, no happiness, nor anything, then you're just wasting your time, basically. Time is precious again. And you can't get that time back if you don't spend it on somebody that wasn't worth it in the first place. Some people tend to not let things go because they can't fathom the fact again of being alone. But I'd rather be alone and at least have some clarity in my mind to where I can find that person for me than to just be rushing on to any and everything. And see, that's the one thing I've noticed. You know, some people don't really take a glance at, you know, who they trying to basically pursue. Prime example, if I know for a fact you free spirited, I gotta respect your free spiritedness because that's the way I met you. I can't change you. I can't force you to do nothing. and vice versa. I could be stern, but I don't, you know, not going to sit here and try to dictate everything. Most I'm gonna do is what I'm supposed to do in my position. You know? I think that's the most important thing. Again, is never rushing the process, but also knowing if that process is right for you or not. Because not every process you come across is going to be right. Key word: follow what you're supposed to follow until you get to where you're supposed to get led to. And if which where you're getting led to, it ain't sufficing, or it could be an issue to where you start having doubts, start getting stressed out. There's no need for it. Your main thing is if you are supposed to be incorporating somebody in your life, then that's what you want. Generally, yeah, you're gonna get your bad days. You're gonna get your good days. You're gonna get days that you wish never happened. But in the same token, the overall cathesis or the overall cathesis of it, at least in my opinion, you're supposed to have peace and happiness during that time frame of building with somebody else. Yeah, you might get annoyed with each other from time to time, but shit, you might argue from time to time. Yeah, cool. That's just a part of the nature. Not everything going to be, glitz and glamour, but it should never be that toxic. I'm gonna say that much because I've seen some situations that have been the most toxic. Again, like I said, even to the point of physical fighting each other. We know we ain't supposed to be doing that. Like I said, if anything, we supposed to be loving on each other and not beating on each other. And that's why I said it's important. You know, once it starts getting to that point, I think that's when you are supposed to pull away. Anything that could be perceived as, over aggressive violence, yeah, you gotta get away from that. Because it shouldn't be a situation where me and my significant other are both walking down the street with a black eye. I've seen that happen. We shouldn't be having matching black eyes and glasses just because we got into it. We're not supposed to be getting into it like that to begin with. You know, should never get to a physical confrontation or standoff. The problem is, I see what it is. It's emotions. When they both run around, how you doing? When they both run high, almost anything is liable to that. How you doing? And that's the truth. But I said it's sad because again, you have to be in control and know again your intelligence, your emotional intelligence and awareness. Because again, you could mess around and do something just because you married your significant other, and it could go too far. And that's something that you don't want. Appreciate you, serious baby. Working hard in these damn bees chasing me, baby. If y'all hear me sound like I'm running, I'm getting followed by bees now. Apparently, I'm the beekeeper now. So So let's see. Got the raccoons in check. Got the bees in check. Only thing I need is the coffee brigade, and we in here. You know, and we in here. But yeah, it should never get to a point of physical violence on either. And to be honest, I've seen it on situations. There's been situations where some of these women have been the aggressors, and then there's other times when we know, got weak-minded men that are the aggressors. Either which way, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't even get to that point. If at any time you feel like you're ready to box your significant other out, it's time to rethink. I'll be safe, you know that. I'm just mad these bees are still fucking moving. But hey, they should be dying out soon once this weather get consistent. again, it should never get to a point where um verbally abusing you or physically abusing you, or vice versa. Because again, those type of traumas, they do kind of play into a person's mindset and thinking from there on out. I had one lady one time told me the only reason why she wasn't dating was because she was afraid that she would get into another situation. And that's something that she couldn't deal with. She went through enough already as it is with one situation, which I could respect. But in the same token, from everything that you learned in that first time, you know, that should have told you, okay, well, I'm not gonna do this again. I know the signs. The minute I feel them signs with somebody, time to leave, which is good. And I see this lady every day. She got it together. There was a lot of people trying to get up with her, and I was laughing. I was like, "You letting all these good men pass you by?" And then she said what it was. But hey, I told her what it was. You never know what's going to be around that corner, you know. And you can't judge everybody just by one person's actions. You can't, you know. You know, prime example, if you was cheated on, you can't expect every person that you come across to be a cheater off the rip. Or you can't put us in a generalized conversation or topic of, yeah, yeah, oh, y'all. No, no, no. No, because not every man, again, thinks the same. We don't all think about the same shit. There may be common things we think about, but everything else, we not thinking the same on. Where one man can think about trying to, uplift and trying to raise up and do what's right for his community. Another one could be trying to destroy it. Does that mean they both thinking the same? No. So when it comes to situations on that notion, you can't do that. Prime example, you could have had a situation where you broke up with somebody because they probably was a scammer, prime example. Like a professional scammer, the way it could have got y'all all into some hot heat. You did the right thing if you know things ain't moving right. You know, can't say that you're not. You know, because again, you want peace and happiness, but you also want safety. You want to be able to say, I'm gonna be building with my significant other, and I don't gotta worry about feds rushing. How you doing? You ain't gotta worry about feds rushing the crib. You ain't gotta worry about specific things happening on those lines. You know, get yourself right. Get yourself in the right position. You know, execute it, careful safety as always. You know, you need that. Again, I would say in this notion, like I said before, the best way for you to analyze everything is put out what you know you need in the situation. Put that on the table, and then from there you move on. Oh snap! Wait a minute, you got some fruity peppers over here. Hold on, son. Hold on one second. Shit. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm getting patted down by a truancy officer, y'all. They can't see nothing, but they can hear me. Look at it, look over here. Truancy officer trying to get me, y'all. Hold on, son. Hold on, son. Nah, I think she's coming back. Damn, Thursday. No, she went to go do something yesterday. She left last night. Nah, she left the night before. You heard it. I'd say serious, help me get my gat. Truancy officer trying to get me, son. Yeah, some Mo, baby. What's going on, sis? I mean, come on now. I mean, to be honest with you, if you got away from a bad situation, you should consider that, not just luck. You should consider that a blessing. Because guess what? Now you have all the time to properly reassess yourself, reset yourself, and put yourself back out there. I can understand her dilemma as far as the choice. Yeah, serious. I mean, yeah, with her situation, yeah, it was crazy. But the one thing I can say, at least I can say that it wasn't a violent situation that she left from, but it was just mad other shit behind that. It was just like, I, things that you wouldn't think, but again, you got to be careful of who you choosing. You can't just choose somebody because they look fucking fine. And I'm saying that on both ends. You cannot choose somebody just because they look that appealing to you. No, you got to really do a background research. You know? Oh, I hear you, Mo. What kind of dog you getting? Oh, wait a minute. If you getting the same dog you told me like last time, oh snap. Simba good. I just got finished walking him for the morning. You know that. No, but I get where you're going with that, serious. I mean, that's true. Some people will have that hard time, but again, you're stifling yourself from finding some form of happiness because we all are meant to be happy with somebody at least. At least while we still here, most people don't take that opportunity and space to say, nah, you know what, if this ain't working, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my prime years. I'm not going to waste none of my years if it's not worth it, And that's time you can't get back. And if it was things you was trying to do, that's time you're not going to get back at all. And again, you would have to do like I said the last time. You bring what you need to bring to the table. If this is what you solely need right now in a companion or a relationship or anything along those lines, if those people don't fit those bills or criterias, you know, then you don't go with it. And some people will still do that. Example, they still will do it to a degree. Like, you know what? I'm still gonna fuck with it. You all right? You all right, son? I see you. You over here? You over here being light skinned as always? All right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you gotta think about it. If I already made an assessment on something that I don't need, or that person is giving me something I don't need and don't require, then why would I continue to keep on moving with the process? Come on, that's wasting time on both ends. But again, you got to know what you solely need, not so much what you want. The main wants we know is that y'all want to be with somebody, but you want to share things with somebody. Yeah. You know that. You want to share the world with somebody, but in the same token, you got to make sure y'all both are in the same functioning realm because, again, one might not even be on the same token as you. One might not be in the same mind state as you to a degree as far as trying to keep everything together and intact. Come on now. Well, Mo, whatever dog you get, send the picture. You already know, baby. You got to know what you need. Now, I'm going to keep saying that and repeating that. Know what you need. The wants will come, when it stands firm to come. Everything else is what you need. I need a good listener. I need a good, you know, I need a good person that's going to keep a good conversation going. All those things along those lines you can think about. I ain't fucking with you, Mo. What's going on, bro? I ain't fucking with you, Mo. Listen. You know, but you right. I mean, that's the main thing I'm saying. You want to make sure the person got a stable mind more than anything. The unstable mind will cause unstable decisions within the realm of a relationship or a marriage. We've seen this happen time and time and again. Some of it ends up getting reported on the news. But again, this is what I'm saying. Just because you adore somebody or just because you think that's what it is, it's not always going to be peaches and cream. And it probably won't even be that wealthy. That's what I'm saying. Know what you need. I need somebody that's going to be able to keep me spirited even in my worst time. I need somebody who's going to keep me focused. Somebody who's going to keep me positive. Things along those lines, right? All right. You got to make sure a person fits those molds. You need somebody that's going to be their true, genuine selves, and that's what it's supposed to be. You know, again, y'all be so focused on just trying to get them on. Okay, well, you know, hopefully you did pick the right ones. You know, like I said, you get some good stories. Then other stories don't be too good again because when people are not putting out what they really need and what they require from a person, it's basically just talking to a ton of brick walls, man. Nobody's getting the message, man. Shit. The craziest experience I encountered in a relationship? Shit. Nothing outside the ordinary. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in a 16-year relationship with somebody that we both equal tempers, all of that. But we both had an equal mindset. We both knew when to come to compromise. So to be honest with you, I was in something that was what would be your typical, even down to a marriage, technically. Because shit, if we'd have been in another state, we'd have been common law marriage. So nothing really too crazy. Outside of dealing with the normal, typical life shit. Your partner might be going through something medical wise. All right, let me go help. You know, let me go make sure I'm where I need to be at. Let me make sure I station myself, etc., etc. You know, things along those lines. Outside of that, nothing major. They need to because we both had the wiseness to have communication. We was friends before anything, so the communication was always going to be there. Even on the back end, it was going to be there. So this is what I'm saying. You know, again, it's about knowing who you are building with, and even if things don't go to where you think it should be, hey, at least you had that great experience. You had a good shit. You beyond the great experience. You know, you got to see that not everybody in the world is as stuck up or as fucked up as you think they are. Outside of that, anything that was perceived as miscommunication or something that would have caused a breakup even early in that relationship, it didn't get to that. Why? Because again, it was, all right, we got to sit down and talk, you know. But we had to both be calm. And that's the one thing. You might have some situations where it don't even necessarily need to go to a breakup. You know, some people fall out over the smallest things. Some people break up over the silliest of things too. Listen, I've seen it from my own perspectives and my views coming up. You know, but then I've also seen success stories. That's because these people knew how to really, all right, this is what I need. Can you give me this? And I'm gonna give you this. Again, compromise. Y'all both want good. Y'all both have the same notion. Y'all want somebody that's a good listener, a good understander of keeping a conversation flowing, etc., etc. You want somebody with a mind, basically. You want somebody with some form of you know intellect, but also awareness. That's what you want. Again, knowing your partner or knowing the person you're building with well before you get into anything you shouldn't get into. But to be honest, Harry, I ain't really experienced no crazy situation. Like I said, outside of dealing with the normal, typical shit, I didn't have to go through all of that. If I did, I wouldn't have been in that relationship that long, the way I was. I would have been left that eons ago. So again, it's about knowing a person real well, accepting what you need to accept from them, and also respecting what needs to be respected. And I think that's why that went well like it did too. It was honest respect. I respect you're that type of person. You respecting that I'm this type of person. But we both are coming with the logical goals and the common goals, trying to keep things situated and keeping afloat. You're going to do that. But all in all, though, just again, be aware of yourself. If something don't seem right, you know, make your assessments, and then from there, you move forward. Like if you know it's a situation where it can get dangerous, even possibly violent, don't let yourself sit there any longer. I would say that to any young man or any young woman out there, because again, that form of situation happens on both ends. Again, when you not making sure that your partner is mentally stable, you can get situations. You have to be in control again of your emotional intelligence and awareness. Lack of doing so will put you in the worst situations. Period. Not gonna lie to you. Young men out there, there's some of y'all that think that's the way to go, you know, resorting to some form of physical violence. Let me assure you that it's not. Because the only thing you're gonna do is put yourself in a compromising situation. And again, depending on where you at, they not playing around with that no more. They getting tired of seeing a lot of you men coming in here for DV. Same thing with some of you women. They getting tired of y'all coming in here with that DV situation. Again, assess the person that you're dealing with. Once it start getting too toxic, how you doing? Once it start getting too toxic, it's time for you to move. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's time for you to move on because it's only going to get worse and it's only going to go downhill from there. Wise words are being spoken right now because, again, like I said, I've spoken on situations like that. Even as of recently, speaking on my mom's friend, Misha, they both rest in peace, but shoot. This is why you have to be knowledgeable in who you're dealing with. No, that's the truth. Serious. I mean, that's what mostly anybody should want and need. I want somebody that's going to best fit me, you know, going to best suit, but also on the same token, you know, be that extra driving force I need. And some good ass cranberry juice. I advise y'all to start getting some cranberry juice. And my bad, y'all, a little off topic, but I'm gonna suggest y'all get some cold cranberry juice or cranberry smoothie. Yeah, hitting good right now. Probably be a perfect drink for the summer. You never know. Don't go on my word. Y'all do your own research on it. To me, good money. And that's the thing. You got to remember when it's all said and done, you don't have time to be wasting on things that are not going to be beneficial for you. Why waste time? When you could have been taking your time and your energy and surveying the field. know? See, it's the thing. Some people think they're gonna find a significant other, or think they're gonna find something good in only certain situations. Nah, James, I ain't fucking with you, man. Don't start that shit, man. Putting no damn vodka in that shit. Nah, that shit was good by itself. Trying to do the little thing. I ain't playing. Shit. I went into some little juice spot. Hey, smoothies is all right. I'm surprised they actually made a cranberry smoothie for me, but hey, shit. They keep doing this shit. I might promote them motherfuckers. They said put some vodka in it. James. Oh man. Serious, do me a favor and lock the door. James ain't leaving out with that bullshit today. No, but you know you gotta think about it. And you absolutely I'm not settling anymore. You have to be able to verbalize what you need. No, that's a whole fact, serious. That right there too. You know, that's what I'm saying. Most people just want to look. That's why I said it all boils down to communication. If you know that your significant other is not doing something that you need or require, you need to sit down and have that talk. And if after having that talk, if things don't change, then you should already know from there where to go. You know, you already know where to go. All right, it's time to move. You know what? This person don't get it, and I'm not going to be wasting time. That's really how it should be. That's the truth. Because again, once you got knowledge of yourself, what you willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept, you keep that into life motion. Just got the door locked. Told you, James, you ain't going nowhere with that bullshit. I'm gonna get to your ass later. Talking about damn, that's not good cranberry smooth. All right, look, we can agree on that part, bro. We can agree on that part. You know, again, you gotta know what you solely requiring from somebody. You know, it shouldn't just always be about physical looks or anything along those lines because there's people who are not the most of the most and have scored a lot of different situations. Why? Because again, it's more about personality. It's more about communication, knowing what a person needs, what they desire, so on and so forth. Again, getting to know a person, spending time with a person. You know, you got to remember that part. You know, if you got something good, prime example, there's no need for you to mess it up by cheating or by being physically or verbally abusive. Anything along those lines. And I'm gonna say that on both ends, not just the fellas, the ladies too. You ain't gonna keep no grand relationship or marriage going if that's solely what it's based on. It's based on just arguments and repetitive nonsense. It's cool. You don't get nowhere with that. All you catching is, like I said, more headaches and more things you don't need. Again, keeping yourself solid and preserved. I want to be able to know that the person that I'm with, I'm not just able to trust, but also able to say, well, look, this person has been an influence, a positive mindset, so on and so forth. This person has really made my life better or made it a little bit more happy. Cool. That's what you're supposed to be thinking about. I ain't supposed to be worrying about if my lady or you know, and that should be anybody's mindset. I shouldn't have to worry about if my significant other could be trusted outside or not. I should be able to say, well, listen, I know they doing this, they doing that, etc., etc. Cool. But the main thing to remember, communication. You might have met somebody who's an executive, prime example. And you know how some of these executives are, they gonna be doing a lot of business meetings and everything else. You gotta be able to trust your partner if you're dealing with somebody like that. You can't off the rip think that, oh, somebody gonna go and do this and do that. No. You know, you gotta have trust within a person. You know, if you feel like the person you with is gonna be a cheater, you might as well just call it quits. How you doing? You might as well just call it quits. Right then and there. Because right there it sets it out. But then again, you gotta also know a person again. Know they gotta know everything, the ins and outs. Telling you, some of the conversations I heard this morning sound like Shem talking about that. It seemed like y'all was just going on for the lust factor and not a trust factor. You know, damn, I don't want to miss this opportunity and somebody get it. But then again, you gotta make sure that's the right opportunity for you. You gotta make sure that's the right person for you. Period. If it's not going to be, or if it's somebody you really not going to take seriousness into, and they ain't taking it back into, shoot, don't put all your eggs in one basket. No, it's a whole fact, serious. But that's the one thing on either side. You're never supposed to brush off anything your partner is feeling. Like if your partner is telling you something or because they feel something on a safety tip, just listen to it or take heed to it. You know, but other than that, you gotta move accordingly. Gotta move definitely to the situation at hand. And it's the same way because there's some ladies that are not listening to their significant other or they marriage. You know, if somebody's giving you something for fair safety, hey, listen to it. It's going to help keep y'all in the safe place and keep y'all in the same place y'all was at. Again, simplest things can destroy a marriage, a relationship, anything. Simplest things, even down to miscommunication. So, you have to be really considerate and careful in your thoughts and your executions. You can never brush off somebody's feelings for real. See, that was the one thing that kept that 16-year up the par. I didn't brush off nothing I didn't need to brush off. I took everything into careful consideration, and then from there, I carefully moved as I was supposed to. Again, when you coming across somebody who has the same, not mindset, but just the same common goal of trying to build and create, y'all have to take both, you have to both take feelings and everything else into consideration. No, that's a whole fact too, James. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to. That's another reason why I try to tell people when I do give these type of talks, you gotta be careful who you dealing with. If you just got a bad relationship with somebody, you don't want to get into another bad relationship or into another bad dealing. You want to be able to spend time with somebody that's going to give you peace of mind, some clarity. You know, that's the most important thing. You don't want to end up dealing with somebody and then you come to find out they're a loose cannon. They're somebody that could be a danger to you, your family, or the people around you. Again, we've had situations where it's been done. You know, been done. People not being careful. Even when fair warnings have been given by more than one person. Clear example of why you got to think for yourself, and you gotta trust your gut more than anything. If something just seemed off, you know, observe and still be careful, and then move away if you know it's something that could be something dangerous. Move away from it. Gotta make sure you're dealing with somebody who understands or knows how rejection feels and knows how to take rejection. Because again, there's some people who can't take a broken heart. There's some people who can't take something that's broken up, at least in their mindset. And that's why I said be careful, because some of these people are not fully clearly in their right minds. Savage Dave, what's going on, my guy? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I know, Dave. I ain't been getting no notifications. I know you've been chilling, bro. I'm chilling, man. Enjoying this good old afternoon. Enjoying another night off of the plantation. Hope all well with you, though, bro. What you gotta think about it. You are essentially responsible for what you place around you. And if the things and the people you place around you ain't safe, you're gonna be in an unfair environment. Even if you are trying to get to some form of happiness, you're gonna be in an unfair environment. Think about that part. Again, a person is supposed to be able to reciprocate the same thing that's being given to them. Love and trust, right? Again, you have to do so. You have to check motherfuckers on mental health. And that's on both ends. Because again, you got some women who have taken things to the extremes just because, oh, they got with somebody. And guess what? It didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. Now you left holding the bill. You stuck holding all that extra shit you shouldn't have to hold in the first place. Make sure that your person is mentally capable of, again, communicating. Your partner shouldn't make you feel less than. Your partner shouldn't make you feel intimidated. No, your partner is supposed to give you the equal balance that they're supposed to get. Trust, communication, and overall just respect. I can't be with somebody if I'm going to disrespect you. I can't be with somebody if you're going to disrespect me. You're not going to do that. We grown at the end of the day. You got to make sure that you both are on the same angle and the same level. And if not, hey, you know how to assess from there. But again, I would advise all you young men and women out there, even while you on the verge of dating or trying to be with somebody or just trying to do whatever, you better make sure that person has their head on straight. Number one, again, make sure that they compliment you in the best way, and make sure they respect you and honor you in the best way. You know, you want a success story? Because again, there's nothing in life ever perfect. It can come close too, but nothing again is ever perfect. So again, make sure it's not to a point where you have to do the unthinkable just to get away from somebody. Again, any form of building where it starts becoming violent, you have to, at some point, again, move away from it. It's not going to do you no well. No matter what the situation is, again, you're supposed to worry about your safety and well being, whether there are kids involved or not. The main goal, again, is safety. And if your partner is not safe at all, your family is not safe at all. The whole environment will not be safe at all. Compatibility is another one. Yeah, it is. You can't just go into a relationship or go into any form of anything with somebody if they can't fully comprehend or they can't successfully make a careful decision. Again, you can have a whole crash out. Again, in order to get to your main goal when it comes to that, just let it be known what you need. Keep everything in order. Again, further assessment. And again, think for yourself. You got to know what you expect from a person. Do you want somebody that's going to keep constantly belittling you or making you feel less than? No, I don't believe nobody should. But again, I do remember there are some weak-minded people. The only reason why they will accept or even go through the things they go through is because, again, these are the type of people I speak about. Not wanting to be for self or be to self until they find what they actually need and find that in that person. So, again, bunch of rushed relationships or a bunch of rushed situations that shouldn't have to be. You got to make sure that your partner is stable. Because again, if there's kids involved, they could be a danger to you and them kids. That's again something you need to be aware of and be wise of, no matter what. You can't just solely go off looks and what somebody can do. Because hey, even a person with mental health can do some things, you know. But in that same token, it'll only be for that small time frame. All it takes is a small trigger. That's it. And your partner done went off the deep end for nothing. Again, your partner gotta have trust, honor, and respect on both ends. Gotta be able to have it. Because if not, shoot, it's a sinking ship. Gotta be compatible with somebody in order again to get to that true happiness and peace in life. How you doing? And again, think for yourself. You can't go with a person just because again everybody thinks that's a good fit for you. No, you got to make sure that's a good fit for you. Because what everybody might think is a good fit might not be a great fit for you at all. Again, knowledge of self when it comes to all of these situations right here, and you'll have less arguments. You'll have more peace. You know, do what's necessary for self. Can't always go off of a whim. Again, get to know a person well before you decide if that's going to be somebody that's going to be an active part of your life or not. It will save you all the trouble. It will save you all the nonsense. Bet your partners out carefully. And yeah, I'm gonna revisit on this because I ain't gonna hold y'all. I still got some things to do this afternoon. For those follow me on Clapper, I will see y'all at 6 on the dot, son. I gotta get some more things out of this supermarket. It's time for me to start cooking. It might be a food short coming later. You never know. But again, hopefully somebody did get something out of this. And again, both men and women think and choose wisely. You know, and if things don't work out or if it don't go where it should go, then hey, know how to keep it moving. Before I do get up out of here, though, take the time to thank everybody that's been a part of the build, still becoming a part of the build. And I still owe some people some things. So here,
Motherfucker.
still owe that one, you know. But it's a Taco Tuesday, right? So I'm supposed to feel good. Yeah, you know I ain't care. You know, I know, because I'm gonna get another email. So watch. Hold on. James is an honorary coffee bringer, so yeah, he can talk about coffee in the chat. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know. Felt real good, so you know. I feel extra good. Hold on. I feel extra
You ever
good.
told a bitch I got G's? You ever make a bitty hit her knees? Well, guess what? I'm JP. On my dime, make a bitch say.
There you go. There you go. And for everybody that's still celebrating birthdays, I know it's still a couple days left for the Scorpio season. For all of those that are celebrating, get your feel good. You had the nerve to give me those baby boxing gloves. I got something for you. I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do it. Here you go. I told you don't encourage my pettiness, that damn it. Don't encourage it, man. You know, but on a serious note, for all the birthday people celebrating this week, we ain't forget about you though. We really did. Hopefully y'all enjoy yourselves, whatever the events you might be getting into. And again, you know, enjoy every minute and every blessing. And hey, I might see one of y'all cringe karaoke in one day.
You a baddie, the type I appreciate. With no makeup, you looking good in the face. Natural body, I'm loving how it's
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hoes coming in, so I gotta bring the guys with me. Said he get the dirty outside. Heard they was some free, so I had to bring the down with me. Oh, you with it? I'm gone. Come to the bathroom, give me that dome. Yo, man's get the tripping, Brody.
I told y'all about fighting in the damn chat. See, I can't take y'all nowhere. Can't take Uncle Red Shirt or you nowhere. See, look, I can't take none of y'all nowhere. Everybody in there fighting. Well, you know, I gotta play this honorary track for the people.
I don't wanna go to work. I don't wanna wait tomorrow. I just ain't tryna go to work. I don't wanna wait tomorrow. I don't wanna go to work. I don't wanna wait tomorrow.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, get your dance on one more time for your boy. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely revisit this again at some point. But again, I'm gonna come back to the same basis. In order for y'all to get to a common playing field when it comes to anything, you have to have communication lines open at all times. Should be no weak areas, no blind spots, none of that. You know? In order for you to get to a solid place, you need to open up your mouth and say something while you in the space. You know. Hopefully somebody did get something out of this. And again, I will definitely see y'all later on. Clapper fam. If I ain't back at 6, pray for me, y'all. I'll be back at 7. I feel like they're gonna try to mess with my Wi-Fi again. But we gonna definitely be up in the spot. But let me get up out of here. Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of your mornings, afternoons, and evenings. Oh yeah, and happy hump day to all you future babies out there. I need my lottery numbers today for tomorrow. I'm still scheming, y'all. I'm still scheming. Let me get up out of here. Y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I'm do is keep it real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics. Yeah, I'll definitely see y'all later on. Let me get the scheming right now. I think I might make some stir fried chicken again. Never know. Food truck definitely coming later on. So y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.